Hi there, Jocelyn and I went to Oxford Antiques and I finally took a picture of the flying pig that is outside. Here it is. Isn't it divine? And last time I made a video when we went to Oxford Antiques, I concentrated mostly on the smalls, and the majority of you did like looking at the smalls. So since they are the first thing you see when you come in, I went over right away and was looking to see if there's anything new. I think the penguins were there last time. There were those little wooden figurines that I showed first. Those were new. And this teeny weeny little turtle was new. I thought that turtle might be a Hagen Renaker, but I wasn't quite sure. Someone pointed out to me last time that those really small figurines were probably from a dollhouse, which makes sense. Here is another pair of chalkware dog heads. We had seen these when we went to the antique mall in Hummelstown. These were a smaller version of them. I thought that maybe that dog's one ear, the ear on the left, right I'm touching, might have been broken off. I wasn't quite sure. So this is the second time I've seen chalkware dogs, and I still haven't picked them up. I kind of wish I'd gotten those, but if they're there next time, maybe I'll pick them up. I thought that was a pie bird, but it wasn't. It was a figurine. There was a set of golden pigs. They were painted gold. I thought that was cute. I don't remember those being there last time, but maybe they were. They kind of seemed familiar to me. Regardless, I put them all three in a row. I made my way back to the area where the items are $4 a piece or 2 for $7. This reminded me of Henri. It was a wooden figurine of an older lady. And here were some salt and pepper shakers in the shape of owls that were on that little display. We hadn't been here for a little while, so it was neat seeing the new things that they had in this section. This glass bird was nice. It had a clear bottom. It was clear. I think, was it its beak, or there was something on its wing that made me change its mind, my mind, change its mind. It probably wanted me to take it home. I left that there. I didn't know what that was. That was neat though. It was heart-shaped. They have a really nice way of displaying the items in the store. They tuck things inside things and hang things off of things. So you kind of really have to search, which makes it all the more fun, I think, when you come here, because you know that there will be new items from the last time you were there. And I thought this was cute, this little enamel bottle opener that was made in Greece. I thought that was cute. And then in this one area, the footage is kind of dark, and I think it was because it was kind of overcast that day. So I apologize if it gets a little dark here. I thought this was really pretty. I considered getting this, but then I do have some big glass pieces for sale in my shop already, and I do like the color blue in the glass, but I did leave that there. I'm showing you this toothpick holder in a hat. This color glass, when it's red to yellow, is called amberina. If I am wrong, I'm sorry, but that is what I have been learning, that is amberina, and that this would be considered amethyst because it's purple. So that helps. It helps you if you know the colors, what the colors are called when you do searches for comps or things like that. So this was just a simple white milk glass toothpick holder, and I believe it's Westmoreland. I've done a little bit of research, and it is not marked. It's not embossed with the Westmoreland symbol, but it probably had a sticker at one time. And then here I'm showing you this because this pattern is called Daisy and Button. I am learning all the time from other resellers, and just like you, I think it helps if you know what patterns are called and names of glass are called. It makes it quicker and easier to find things in your research. This was a super cute little chalkware cat, and it's an Arnell's. I thought that's perfect for Halloween time. There was a little chip on its ear there, but I did touch it up, and I don't really think now that you can tell that it did have a little tiny weeny little chip to its ear. These remind me of Ukrainian pottery that I've gotten that is made in Canada. And those were some glasses. So I didn't want to pick them up, but I thought, I wonder if those are the same thing, because they certainly were the same style. I tried to brighten up this footage so you could see the light hitting the different colors of the glass. I thought this was pretty. I don't know the brand of that. Feel free to share with us if you knew, oh, that's a that. Like Viking is the first thing that comes to my mind, or L.E. Smith, but I don't know for sure. This was a pretty blue basket. And I'm seeing if there was anything else, because right now I have just the cat. So I need some more things from this area. These look like they were part of like a brutalist piece and they cut them off, or maybe it was supposed to be you use them as a flower display. I'm not quite sure. These boxes are usually marked made in India. Sometimes they say Kashmir on them. Here was a little shorebird. It was kind of stuck there. I thought that was cute. This was an interesting piece. At first I thought it was a doll pincushion, but it wasn't. It was in the shape of a bouquet, and they had put spools of thread in for like the centers of the flowers. Then in the same area was a whole bunch of jigsaw puzzles. And it's always fun looking through vintage jigsaw puzzles to see the different imagery and how they kind of encourage you that there's not too many pieces. I'll show you on this one box how they advertise. One puzzle I sold one time was, they said about 75 pieces. So it's interesting how they advertised on the box for the puzzle. This was interesting to me because it didn't have a picture on it. And that reminded me of somewhere I read something that Queen Elizabeth likes doing puzzles without the picture on the box for a challenge. Then I realized on the end it said Washington crossing the Delaware, so at least that would give you an idea of what your puzzle was supposed to look like. I found this interesting. This, to me, it looks like a hunter based on his outfit, and he's falling asleep, it looks like, and the deer is checking out his binoculars. See how it says not too hard, not too easy on the box? So it's just fun. This I thought was a puzzle, but it wasn't. It was stationary. There were some cards and envelopes in that box. And then I just continued to look through the rest of the puzzles. Personally, I like putting puzzles together, but then you always need a dedicated space, it seems like. And then here was a little Disneyland puzzle. Not too hard, not too easy. Then I found my second item. This is probably from the 50s. It's a grated cheese shaker, and he has holes in his ears for bells. So when you would shake it, it would make the jingly sound. And I was seeing if this was marked on the bottom, but the paint on his face was kind of weird. So I decided to go with the grated cheese shaker guy. Now we're in the regular priced section of the store, and I wanted to show you this painting or picture in the back of the lady. I thought that was really neat. That was marked $22. Isn't that neat? And just here's a slow pan of the shelves. That fish figurine was unusual. And here I found the happiest horse in the whole store. It was really big, as you can see. And I am looking for a marking. I found a Talavera piece one time when we were here. I knew it wasn't Talavera, but I wanted to see if it was marked. And his face to me looks just like a very happy horse. I had never seen a glass dish lid that said tasty on it before. This reminded me of the glass refrigerator dishes I grew up using as a child. We used those instead of Tupperware. And I always remember being so nervous when you had to put the lid back on the pieces so you made sure you didn't break anything. But I don't recall breaking any of the refrigerator dishes, so I did pretty good. This caught my eye immediately because it was a menorah and because of the style of it, the image of it. It luckily has a readable signature on the back of it, and I found out that this is made in Israel. It is signed S-A-R-A-D, Sarad, and it was made by, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, Moshe Sarad. So that's a beautiful wall-hanging menorah. And this caught my eye because it was so, so tall. This had to be almost 5 feet tall. It was amazing. It was definitely a statement piece. $189. It did have damage around the rim, but look at that. That's amazing. I was impressed. And then I found this little piggy. That was $29. It was so heavy and so very cute. This cat definitely looked like Halloween, you know, the arching mad black cat. It was super heavy, so it was probably also another door stopper. This grabbed my attention because it was so brightly colored and its head was a little wobbly and I wasn't sure if it was a bobber or if it was loose. So I kind of made sure the head was on there and carefully put it back. And there was a bird looking at me. And this is so weird. It was so big, but look, it was so weird. It was hard. Look, can you tell how big it is? I thought that was funny. This was pretty. All the beaded flowers. It was super duper heavy. And then I think it had rice inside it, if I remember correctly. It was heavy. So I decided, well, I'll just spin it around carefully. Let me move these cups out of the way so I can give you a little 360 view of how pretty this display of flowers are. Isn't that nice? And the little poodle, so cute sitting there. And they also have clothing in this area. Last time I showed you a dress, I found another dress that had really pretty lace detailing. And then when I was looking at it, I realized, oh, look how pretty this lamp is. You might want to see the lamp too. And now back to the dress. So I don't think this is the same. I apologize if this is the same dress I showed you before. I don't think it is though. But if not, let's look at it again anyway. It's so pretty. I think this is a new one. Let's say it's a new one. And then here is a quick glance at some other outfits. Then in this store, as I said before, they have things everywhere. They even have art in the bathroom. So while I was in the bathroom, this was over the toilet. And I thought you would like to see how unusual this piece is. See, I'm showing, see, there's the toilet. Just to prove that I'm in the bathroom. Isn't that neat? I thought it was very neat. It's art and a mirror. Coming up next is everything that I purchased on this trip to Oxford Antiques. I would like to thank you for all of your kind comments on Jenny's artwork. I read them all back to her and she was just thrilled that people liked her artwork. So that makes this mom's heart very happy. I truly appreciate all your support that you've given my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing and giving me thumbs up. It makes this all the more fun that you are enjoying watching my little videos. So I hope you have a good day and I'll see ya.